What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Let's go. It's NFL season is upon us 2022, 2023. Hope everyone has been surviving without NFL football. We've had some college football the past 2 weeks at least in preseason, but just doesn't suffice for the big NFL fans. We got Ryan and Zach back with the podcast. Michael was not able to join, but he will be in future weeks. Um,
We all get bonuses for doing it without.
Exactly. Talking about bonuses, real quick, gonna plug our sponsor. We have a sponsor for our podcast now. It's BetUS. Sure, plenty of you already have sports books. Maybe some of you don't. BetUS has a great offer for new users on its site. Sign up, you get 125% bonus credit. So you put $100 in, they'll give you $125 in bonus credit. Also, they allow you to put cryptocurrency as your exchange for putting money in your account. So you put $100 of Bitcoin, for example, they'll give you 200% sign on bonus for first time users. So you put $100 of Bitcoin in, you get $200 of BetUS credit. So great opportunity. Log on, get set up. We'll have an affiliate link in the description below. If you use that to sign up, it helps us out. We really appreciate it. Also, if you're watching us on YouTube, obviously, please hit the subscribe button. We're very close to 1,000. We were talking about on the college podcast for week 2 that if we get to 1,000, Ryan and I will put sour cream in our coffee because Zach saw that a player is a psychopath and was doing that in college football. So if you want to see that clip, it's on our college football podcast as well. So check that out. So today is September 7th, Wednesday. NFL season starts
Hours
tomorrow.
away.
Huh?
24 hours away.
24 hours away until we're watching some real football. We got a big game. Before we get into the games, you guys have any big topics from the offseason that you'd like to address before we get into the games?
Why was Tom Brady away from the Bucks for so long?
Oh, I don't know. No one knows yet.
Is Giselle leaving him? People are talking.
She's hot.
Keep
Ryan?
your mind.
Not really. I mean,
Wait,
I'm
so
interested.
Ryan,
interested.
who's your team again? Who's your team?
Steelers.
The Steelers.
Steelers.
Okay.
He's got kissing titties going this week.
Oh, yeah.
Full on kissing titties mode for Steelers.
I had the best quarterback room in the NFL.
Okay. That's one way. The Bears, Zach and I are Bears fans. Two big moves, I guess, for the Bears as far as Bears fans are concerned is the Bears president announced that he will be retiring after the 2022 season. Bears fans have been longing for change at the front office level for this franchise. Hopefully that's beginning of a new regime. God bless Virginia McCaskey's soul. She is 99 years old now. I really hope she enjoys not being able to watch the game from her suite, but I hope she has a good time eating her smoked salmon, caviar, and buttered crackers. Also,
I guess the big thing the Bears did was they cleared up a shit ton of cap space going into next offseason.
The Bears are going to have like twice as much cap space available in 2023 than the next highest amount of cap space. Yeah.
Who are they going to sign?
Well, that's assuming they don't re-sign Roquan, which I really hope they do extend him. So
yeah,
obviously that's going to be a chunk of it, but we'll get into more of that as the season goes along. And the Bears finally replaced their grass. There was a big announcement that over Labor Day there were God bless their souls company replacing the shitty grass of Soldier Field with some Bermuda. So hopefully players have a little more confidence that their ankles and knees will not be blown out while playing in Chicago. Any other notes?
Justin Fields for MVP, it's like plus 50,000.
Keep that in mind. And if anybody watching has comments or topics that they'd like us to talk about week by week from the past season, just go ahead and comment on this video if you come back to it, or you can DM us on our Twitter pages, Victory Lap Media, DGen Central, or Victory Lap Bets is our DGen Central Twitter. So go check those out, follow us, interact. We'll have a great time. But let's get into the NFL season. We're not going to talk about specific games this week because it's just kind of hard to know what's going to happen. Instead, we're going to talk about more season-long venture here. We're going to give the teams that we think will win their division and the teams of each division that will come in last place. So we won't worry about the middle, just the worst and best. And we'll kind of go over some things that go into our reasoning and give you some insight on teams we're looking out for. So let's start with we'll do the entire, or we'll go directionally. So let's start in the West. No, let's start in the East, the West. Let's start with the AFC East. Obviously, I'm sure we all got the Bills, but I will have the Dolphins finishing last.
Oh,
last.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. Gotta start hot. It's a bunch of new pieces in that system, and I'm sure they'll be like a wild card team potentially next year, but it's hard to assume that adding a new coach, adding Tyreek Hill to a quarterback that really hasn't proven himself is just going to mesh automatically and get them 9, 10, 11 wins. I just don't see it happening. And Zach Wilson is like fucking mothers out here. Like that's got to count for something. So
yeah, but he's also missing 4 weeks.
Yeah, that hurts, but they're playing really good teams to start the season anyway. So I don't know if they're going to win some of those games regardless with Zach. So I'd rather root for the Jets than the Dolphins.
Well, I'm Bills winning it and Jets
25.
Worst record in that division.
Yeah, I've got the Bills too. And there's a better chance that I almost picked the Patriots to finish last, but I'm going to stick with the Jets. So, yeah.
Who'd you say, Zach? Sorry, I missed yours.
Bills and Jets, same thing.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I don't know. I just think the Patriots, obviously, as long as they have Bill Belichick, I will not have them sniffing last place.
Yeah, I kind of got a hot take. I think we're starting to realize that the Patriots suck at drafting. And the only reason that you can thank Tom Brady for their 7.
Okay, no, that is dumb.
So
that's dumb. That's so dumb.
Guess how many players they have in the NFL top 100?
Who cares, dude?
No,
he's the most winningest coach in the NFL of all time in terms of Super Bowls. So that is just.
Yeah, I'm starting to see what kind of a coach he is without the best player of all time, and he's.
They drafted him in the 6th round.
And the defense has always been a huge part of the Patriots.
You cannot say Bill Belichick is not a good – like, that is just fucking blasphemy.
Yeah, that's
Nick
a hot
Saban
take.
is a disciple of Bill Belichick.
Ryan said hot take.
Respect. Hey, just because you draft one good player doesn't make you a good drafter.
Oh, my fucking God.
A broken clock is so right twice a day.
Get the fuck out of here. If you think Bill Belichick is a bad coach – you need to just go eat
I'd say
14 bags of
He's saying overrated for sure, though.
He's the winningest coach in NFL history. I hope you eat a bag of dicks.
I could win 6 Super Bowls if Tom Brady was my
No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't. No, you couldn't.
All right.
No, you couldn't.
It's kind of like Phil Jackson with Michael Jordan and Kobe. He's like, just go make plays.
No,
Ryan is the college football guy.
You deserve to just have bad things happen to you.
All right, let's go to the NFC East. All right, let's get off that great start to the podcast so far. So in the NFC East, I am going with the Eagles to win the NFC East, and I'm going to say the Commanders come in last.
Can you please call them the Redskins?
The Commanders. The Washington football team. I liked Washington football.
Yeah, I like the Washington football team too.
Did you see the options? I wanted them to be the Brigade. That was my favorite option.
Yeah. They should have kept the football team. The football
I
team was
think so
sick.
too. That would have been sick for another year. See if it actually
Yeah.
grow on the. What about you guys? Who you got in this division?
I also have the Eagles. I think they got a pretty good thing going on. I like the AJ Brown acquisition in the offseason. That'll be really good for Jalen Hurts, and I'm Devontae Smith in year 2. Let's see what he can do.
Yeah, like compared to Tua, I have infinite amount more confidence in the progression of Jalen Hurts. So I'm excited to see Jalen Hurts with some weapons around him for sure, and a pretty solid O line, and like the defense is. The Eagles are a sneaky like NFC champion contender in my mind.
And we'll see.
What about you, Zach?
Well, I am going to go opposite of you guys. I'm taking the boys.
The boys.
I'm going to say the Cowboys win it, just also because I don't want to be the same. But I still think the Washington football team, now known as the Commanders, will be last place in the division. Also, I just got my dinner, eating some of it.
All right.
All right. Let's talk about the AFC South. AFC South. So we got the.
Wait, does Ryan have any hot takes that he wants to play for that division too?
One at a time.
Man.
No, but the Patriots are just not very good. I'm sorry.
No, you
Okay.
can't. All right.
How do you have 0 players? How do you have 0 players in the top 100? How hard that is to do?
But they got like 40 players.
I thought Mac Jones wasn't Mac Jones?
No, he stinks.
He was in the top 100.
No, he wasn't.
I'm pretty sure he was.
No, he wasn't.
All right, AFC South. We got the Colts, the Texans, the Jags, and the Tennessee oh my gosh, oh my God, Houston Texans. So I got the Colts winning this, but I got the Jaguars coming in last.
Ooh.
Had the Colts in a runaway. I picked them to win the division in April when the Tennessee Titans traded AJ Brown. Yeah, I don't know. They're relying on Derrick Henry, who is not getting any younger. He gets hurt all the time. Can't trust Ryan Tannehill. He kind of sucks. Colts.
Dude, that playoff game. Sorry to interrupt, but that playoff game, Michael and I talked about this during our recaps during the playoffs last year. That game, Ryan Tannehill looked so lost. Like he will never win a playoff game in his career. Like
Colts won't win. They'll win the division by at least 2 games.
What about you, Zach?
I'm gonna go with the Colts winning the division and the Texans being last.
What about Davis Mills, bro?
He's gonna have a really good season of throwing it to Brandon Cooks for fantasy in my team, but that's about it. That's gonna be good in Houston.
Yeah,
Damian Pierce or whatever. Damian
Pierce.
Your rookie from Florida. Yeah.
He's been going in some fantasy drafts for sure. All right, NFC South. So this is the Buccaneers, the Saints, the Falcons, and the Carolina Panthers. Roar. So
they are rival. They are almost worse than the AFC South for the worst division in football.
Why are you saying that? Because Tom Brady plays for the Bucs now?
No, Tom Brady's good. He's
he's
literally the only reason why the Patriots ever won 1 Super Bowl, let alone 6. Yeah, this is another Bucs by a million. Close second best team is probably going to be the Saints, but I can't trust Jameis. So the Bucs.
Yeah. Zach?
Bucs, and last is going to be the Falcons.
Who's their quarterback? Mariota? That's bad.
Mariota.
Yeah.
That's bad.
I really want to say the Saints because the defense looks pretty good.
They are Tom Brady's kryptonite.
And I love rooting for Jameis. And if Kamara and Michael Thomas are back, like they were so much fun to watch when
Olave is going to be. I think Olave is going to be really good.
I do too. Yeah, I like him too. So I'll take the Bucks to win the division. Kind of chalk, but I will take the Falcons also to finish last. I think the Panthers are going to have a very solid season. I think the Panthers are going to win about 7 or 8 games, which is a huge boost considering Baker Mayfield. So that's going to give him some confidence going into 2023. All right, next division is the AFC North. So we got the Steelers, the Ravens, the Browns, and the Bengals. So who we got? What do you guys think?
Brian.
Bengals. I think Joe Burrow is ascending very fast and within the NFL ranks at quarterback. I think they got the best trio for receivers and T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, and Tyler Boyd. They're starting to fix their offensive line. They have a solid running back in Joe Mixon. Defense is decent at worst. Then I got Pittsburgh finishing second, Baltimore third, and Cleveland last.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, this will be a very interesting division. I definitely think it's slightly top. It's definitely tier 1, tier 2. I agree with that. But I have the Ravens winning the AFC North. I think it's going to be very close though. It's like definitely coming down to week 18 here. It could be a tiebreaker kind of situation. Ravens tend to play really well in division. So I think that might help their tiebreaker a bit in that sense. So I think both teams will win like 11, 12 games. Ravens, though, Lamar Jackson's year, he's on a contract year. The Ravens really fucked up not figuring out.
Do you trust him?
What's up?
You trust him?
Absolutely. I love Lamar. I think Lamar is
Who do you find better in the draft than him?
Huh?
What
I'm
draft?
saying if you lose Lamar Jackson and you're the Ravens, who do you find?
Oh, like to replace him.
No, that's a good point. But also, are you going to pay him as a franchise quarterback?
I would pay him way more than.
I don't know.
I mean, Kyler's getting like 42 mil a year now. Like
teams are figuring him out. They always do.
They like if Lamar even just wins a playoff game this year, he should become the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. Like he's
no chance.
Yes, he's so good. And if you look at the other contracts that are in place, like Patrick Mahomes is only making 45 mil and Kyler Murray's 42. Like,
what's Josh Allen at?
The highest is Rodgers, isn't it?
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is like 50.2 million.
I could think of like 9 or 10 quarterbacks I'd take over Lamar Jackson.
Dude, Lamar.
All right, wait, no. I want to hear them named right now.
All right, so name 9 better than Lamar.
Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow.
No.
Justin Herbert.
You said 9 or 10. Don't forget.
I'm at 6, right?
Yeah. Matt Ryan.
No.
All right, you're not gonna get there.
Kyler Murray.
No.
Yeah.
No.
His
100%
track record in the
no.
regular season surpasses Kyler Murray. No.
Dak Prescott.
No.
I'll give you
David
Herbert.
Carr. Oh, Russell Wilson. I got 7. Sorry.
I'll give you Herbert and Burrow, but it's hard to calculate that because they have both had amazing wide receivers, and Lamar is working with practically nothing. Like Hollywood Brown has been his best wide receiver so far, and
They traded him.
Right, he's not even on the team anymore. Like Rashad Bateman's second year is going to be the most skillful.
His best target's Mark Andrews.
Yeah, Joe
Right,
Burrow,
he's got Mark Andrews, but like
not only has Joe Burrow won a playoff game, he's made the Super Bowl.
I know that's why I'll give you them too, but like it's hard. It is hard to compare the quarterbacks when you take in like the talent around them. But
I
Lamar,
just don't trust. I don't trust him as a thrower. If you take away the middle, make him throw to the outside, he doesn't have it.
yeah, I love Lamar's mentality. Like you
Mitch
can't.
Trubisky and Kenny Pickett. There's 9.
All right,
Oh my!
stop it. All right. Did everyone go? Zach, did you give yours for this? Oh, and I said Ravens. Ravens won, and I got to go Browns last. Like fuck Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go with the Ravens. Lamar has always been really good in the regular season. That's shown, and I think that's gonna continue. And like Nagy said, they always play good within the division. So I'm gonna take them with the winning the division, and then the Browns being last. Not having hand job massage Watson for the first 11 weeks is gonna hurt them.
All right, what he said. All right, NFC North. Our beloved Bears. Oh man, this is gonna be a tough season for the Bears, but I don't think it's gonna be quite as bad as what people are saying. Like people are saying like 2, 3 wins, like first overall pick for the Bears. I just don't see it happening with some of the other like really bottom tier teams. Um, I'm hopeful. I would love the Bears to get at least 5 wins, if not 6. 6 would be great. Um, but the schedule is easy too. Like they could do well, do like a little Bengal shit. Like people had the Bengals only winning like 3, 4 games last year, and they went to the Super Bowl. So who knows? Anything can happen. I'm just being a wishful, hopeful fan. But I got the Bears finishing last, and I got the Vikings finishing in first.
I also have the Vikings finishing first, and I have the Lions finishing last.
My man, thank you.
I've got the Packers finishing first. I just can't bet against the back-to-back MVP Aaron Rodgers. I hate
Tom
him
Brady
with
should
all
have
my
won it
heart.
last year.
I'm not disagreeing with that, but
I got you. I know.
MVP went to Rodgers. He's got back-to-back. Obviously, this is the first season where he doesn't have a clear 1 or really a 2 or a 3 going into like
Got a
who he's
bunch
going to
of
throw to all season.
got a bunch of bus seats at.
I just think with how good Aaron
Steeler.
Rodgers is, he's going to figure it out and they're going to be fine. Last is going to be the Bears, unfortunately. But what the good thing is going to happen is they're going to then draft the receiver of Jackson Smith out of Ohio State in the first round. So that's the only positive coming from this.
For the Vikings? Or I'm sorry, the Bears.
The
Yeah.
Bears.
Because realistically, the Bears, they finally have their first round draft picks back. So
Yeah.
Bears.
Here's a question: What if Justin Fields like does not progress
It's
the
only
way
year
that
2.
Bears fan?
I don't. They definitely won't go
I
quarterback.
feel like when you're giving him a
round.
brand new offense, it's a first year.
They're building around him now. Like they.
What if? What if? I don't know. What if something? Justin Fields stinks all year. They get a top 2 pick. Do you pass on Bryce Young and or CJ Stroud?
That's gonna be interesting. Like if they have a really bad season and like and Fields shows 0 improvement, which I've heard he's made some good steps in the offseason. So I don't think that'll be the case. But if it's clear that like he's just not NFL.
Well, I really don't think you can put this on Fields. I mean, they have nothing around him outside of Darnell Mooney and Cole Kmet. Like, Darnell Mooney is a good receiver, but he's not a 1 on any NFL team in the rest of the rest of the NFL. Like, I don't think this is more on Fields than anything. Like, I don't think you can grade him just based off a year. This year, you're getting a brand new offense, you're getting brand new coordinators, brand new coaches. You don't really give him any weapons.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, next offseason, you have $125, $130 million to play with where you can bring in weapons to support him. I get the whole thing of CJ Stroud and Bryce Young are both coming out. I mean, unless Justin Fields just looks like one of the worst quarterbacks in maybe NFL history in year 2, then yeah, you have to go get CJ Stroud or Bryce. But if you have a 1 or 2 pick, I think the Bears can play that to their advantage and get something for it.
Yeah, they'll probably trade down.
You trade down and pass on Will Anderson?
They would probably trade down like a couple of picks.
The
So,
biggest thing is if they don't re-sign Roquan, they're
yeah,
gonna. I could see that they could easily go Will Anderson.
Well, they
yeah.
If
play
they
different
re-sign
spots, right?
Roquan, what's up?
Well, they play different positions.
I mean, just in terms of like a linebacker
Oh.
type of, because Roquan's not playing middle anymore.
Okay.
I don't think. Nagy, isn't he playing on the outside now?
It sounds like they're gonna move him around a bit. It just
Yeah, I thought on the new defense he kind of just goes wherever
It-
like the best player on the field is going to be.
the Bears
And-
Bears are gonna have to change defensive formation a bit more frequently than they used to, just because they have so many more younger guys now. Roquan's just gonna have to fit into whatever position they need.
Yeah,
But I don't know. It's gonna be a fun season because I do think he's gonna show a lot of progress, and I'm excited for Cole Kmet to take on a bigger role in the passing or receiving game. So we'll see. Moving on. Got two more divisions left. We'll do the NFC West first. So NFC West, 49ers, Rams, Cardinals, and Seahawks. I think we'll all have the same team in last place here, which will be the Seahawks.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go. I really hope Matt Stafford's arm is okay, because there's been a lot of talk about his shoulder lately not being 100%. It's hard not to say Rams though when they seemingly got better in the offseason after just winning a Super Bowl. Definitely not all the way better. They lost they lost like 2 Hall of Famers, but it's hard not to say the Rams here.
yeah, I'm the same way. Rams and Seahawks.
Yeah, I got Rams too.
Okay. Well, keep it nice and simple then. All right, on to the wildest, most competitive division by far in the NFL this year. We got the AFC West, and our answers are going to be all over the place with this one, I'm sure. So I saved it for last. So we got the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Broncos, and the Raiders. So Raiders. I'm gonna go last. I'll let one of you guys go first here.
Ryan, you want to take it away? Or you want me to?
I'll go Chargers. I love Herbert. I think they got the best group of receivers in that division. Defense is solid, and yeah, that's like what they're doing. Would not be surprised if they represented the AFC in the Super Bowl this year.
Spicy. What about last? It's a toss-up. None of these are wrong answers.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
Any particular?
I just think that they have the worst quarterback of the 4.
That's fair.
And Devontae it's not the Green Bay Devontae. Now you have the Vegas Devontae,
Yeah,
which is not the same. So yeah.
we'll see.
What about the connection Carr and Devontae already have?
I don't know.
My first place is also the Chargers. I just think with the weapons they have with Justin Herbert, you got Eckler, you got Mike Williams, you've got Keenan Allen. Who is their tight end actually?
Gerald Everett, I think.
Okay, they got him from.
Yeah, got him from the Seahawks.
But the defensive rush with Khalil Mack and Joey Bosa is going to be absolutely terrifying. I mean, I just think they're going to be the best in the division. Here's going to be my hot take, though. I think the Raiders are going to come in second, the Chiefs in third, the Broncos in fourth. I think the Chiefs are. I mean, the Chiefs' defense last season was atrocious. I don't really think they made many big upgrades to it, and then they lost their biggest offensive weapon with Tyreek Hill and replaced him with Juju Smith-Schuster. Like, don't get me wrong, Juju is a solid receiver, but he's not Tyreek Hill. He's just not.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce will do his thing. He'll probably be top 5 in yards and receptions again this year. Mahomes will be fine, but I just think their defense didn't make big improvements. And I mean, you essentially, I think they got worse on offense.
That's fair. I have no idea what's going to go on this division, so I might as well just fucking go for it. So I'm going to take the Broncos to win the AFC.
Oh, okay.
Their offense is just so well rounded. Like, I think they got one of the top 5 running back spaces between Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon. I think super strong. They can be super versatile, especially if they run 2 running back plays or 2 running backs in the backfield. Cortland Sutton, super underrated wide receiver, and Jerry Jeudy has a great opportunity to blast his career off here. Hopefully he can stay healthy. The defense is basically going to be the make it or break it. The Broncos have such a great home field advantage. They play so well at home every year, even when they have fucking Drew Lock throwing balls around. I Broncos country.
Oh God.
Let's ride. But last place, I'm gonna go with the Raiders. It's hard because there's just no way I could say the Chiefs or the Chargers, obviously. But I think we're definitely gonna have 3 teams come out of this division, if not all 4, with the 3 wild card aside, obviously, format for the NFL playoffs. It'd be wild if all 4 of them make it. That'd be astonishing, especially with a 17-game season now. But we'll see. All right, so those are our divisional picks.
Super Bowl picks?
Real quick, Super Bowl picks, might as well.
Oh God. I'm gonna go Bills and Packers.
Bills, Packers. Who's winning?
Bills.
Nice.
So wait. You have the Vikings winning the NFC North, but then you got the Packers going.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay.
And we're gonna go into grit mode in January.
Okay. All right.
Hey, the Packers. It's probably good for the Packers that they don't play at home.
Yeah.
I am going to go the Chargers from the AFC. From the NFC, we're going to go with, I have to do it. We're going to go with the Bucks. I can't go against Twommy.
Yeah.
Reports that Julio Jones is looking good.
Oh, the wide receiver 4. Love to hear the great news.
I mean, let's not be honest. Godwin can't play there yet.
He'll be there.
It's going to be a while.
It will. All right. So, this is going to be such a fucking great season. Like, it's so crazy that there's no real, like, maybe with the exception of the Bills, but like also the Bills have only won 1 playoff game in the past, like, 20 years, and everyone is saying they're going 13, 14 wins, win the Super Bowl. It's hard to hop on that train. I do think the Bills will at least make the AFC Championship, but I think they will lose to the Chiefs.
Oh.
So I know I got the Broncos winning that division, but Patrick Mahomes, it's hard not, and we're gonna see what he does with these receivers. If it's like he doesn't skip a beat, there's no reason why anyone should believe the Chiefs don't have the second or third best chance in the AFC to make the Super Bowl. And they have so much experience, especially Patrick already with such a young career in the playoff game. So I'll take the Chiefs, and I think they're going to go up against the Eagles. That's another kind of off the beaten path pick. Just such a well-rounded team. I was mentioning it earlier when we were talking about divisional winners. And it's really going to be on Jalen Hurts. If Jalen Hurts is a top 8 quarterback this year, I think winning the NFC is definitely within reach with that defense, offensive line, and offensive weapons. Only
Another quarterback I could take over Lamar Jackson.
Wrong.
No, no.
The only bad part about the Eagles really right now is the running back space. Miles Sanders, Kenneth Gainwell. I mean, it's not exactly what you want, but with enough pieces around them, hopefully it'll kind of mitigate the downside of their running back space. So
One more question.
sure.
Did you see the question Tyreek Hill was asked in an interview?
No.
Saying, would you? It was like, would you? So, in the odds to win your next Super Bowl this season, you would have to spend like basically a year with Jackson Mahomes, and he basically said,
Oh yeah.
he said, I'd rather not win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Was that on
I think it was on Jake Paul's podcast.
yeah, or Logan Paul or whatever. That
Yeah.
I did see that. That was funny. We'll be sure to get Michael's try to get Michael's picks. He might have mentioned it to me.
I also have Josh Allen winning MVP.
Okay.
I kind of like. Should we do? Nah, no, let's not do it. Never mind. I was gonna say let's do like all the picks, but I was like that'll take a while.
We can do MVP.
Fuck it. I'm going back to back to back. Aaron Rodgers.
All right. I'm gonna go with Patrick Mahomes since I'm gonna have him winning a Super Bowl. So
No, I cannot stand him.
he's a beast. So
You probably think he sucks like you think Bill Belichick does.
all right.
I'll find out this year because the chuck it down to Tyreek Hill offense doesn't exist anymore. So he might have to play quarterback.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, we got our divisional winners and losers, Super Bowl predictions, MVP, a lot of stuff off the board. So only thing we got left to take care of are our week 1 picks. We list all of our picks like we've done in past season on our DGen Central Twitter page. That's Victory Lab at Victory Lab Bets. So check it out. Comment on our tweets if you have bets of your own you'd like to share or want to tell us how terrible our picks are. Feel free, follow us, interact, and shoot us ideas for different episodes. So Michael does not have his picks, so be sure to check out Twitter. Michael won the NFL last year. I'm pretty sure.
Won college football too.
Yeah, Michael won both last year. So if you want to catch his picks, be sure to check out our Twitter page. I'll go first. We're recording on Wednesday. It's September 7th right now. So when we're able to do this, I'm going to take a Thursday night football touchdown score every time. Just try to get off to a good start. Just bucket kind of mentality. Might take some quarterbacks some weeks. I'm going to take Allen Robinson to score a touchdown at any time. It's plus 140. I love A-Rod. Last season as a Bear was not great. The relationship was falling apart. I wish him nothing but the best. Hopefully he wins a Super Bowl before he retires. But I think that's going to be a big storyline is adding Allen Robinson is a super underrated addition to the Rams offense. All right, so I got Texans plus 7 at home against the Colts. Davis Mills, I believe. Colts coming off a catastrophic meltdown failure to not make the playoffs last year, losing to Jacksonville on the road. So they need to prove it to me before I want to go with them. I'm going to be a homer. Take the Bears plus the 7 against Trey Lance. What the fuck is Trey Lance shown to be to prove he's a 7-point favorite on the road? Fuck that. I'm taking the Bears. Panthers taking on Baker's old team in Carolina. I got the Panthers minus 1.5. We got the Eagles going to Detroit. I got the Eagles minus 4. Kind of want the Lions to prove themselves again. Also, Eagles are kind of my dark horse to make the Super Bowl. Obviously, we go with that. Patriots going down to Miami. I called Miami fraudulent. I got to back it up with the Patriots plus 3.5. We got the Vikings hosting the Packers. I picked the Vikings to win the NFC North, so I'm going to stick with that too. Vikings money line is plus 100 against the Packers at home week 1. Cowboys, Sunday Night Football at home against the Bucks. I got the Cowboys plus the 2.5. Want to see how Tom Brady is going to react to all this off-field bullshit nonsense. I don't really think it's anything, but I love betting the Cowboys at home. It's almost a win-win. If they lose, I get to see all the sad Cowboy fans. If they win, I win money. So win-win there. And my do or die of the week is going to be the Arizona Cardinals at home +6. They're playing the Chiefs at home, but I think it's too many points.
Ryan, you want to go or me too?
I'll go. I got Steelers +6.5 versus the Bengals. Eagles -3.5 against the Lions. Colts -7.5 against the Texans. Panthers -1.5 against the Browns. I have Jaguars +2.5 and money line against the Commanders. Vikings +1.5 and money line versus the Packers. And Chiefs Cards over 53.5. My do or die is Chargers -3.5 against the Raiders.
Alrighty, I got Bears +7.
Yes, sir.
Versus the 49ers. Kind of the same way what Nagy said. Trey Lance is not good enough to have a 7-point spread on the road.
On the road.
I don't get it. That doesn't make any sense. Like I think the Bears will not have a good year this year, but that doesn't make any sense to me. Panthers -1.5. We got the Baker revenge game versus the Brownies. Deshaun Handjob Watson will not be playing in this game.
Not at the game.
He will not be at this game. He actually doesn't get paid. He's suspended 11 games, no pay.
No monies.
I got Bucks -2.5 versus the boys. Twammy's is going to come out and be ready for the Sunday night football, and Julio Jones is going to be back to the old school Julio Jones and just moss everybody, and I can't wait for it. He's finally got a quarterback that'll hopefully throw to him in the red zone. Matt Ryan, he hated him. It made no sense. He literally hated him in the red zone. This one I'm a little worried about just because it is a big spread and it's on the road. Ravens -7 versus the Jets. It's a lot of points on the road in any time in the NFL. But it is Joe Flacco. Technically, it's a Joe Flacco revenge game going against the Ravens. I think he's already played him a few times in his career already since he left them. But
Never started.
yeah. Okay. So this is his first start, but I'm still, I think, I saw a stat today in openers under Lamar Jackson's career. They've just blown out like everybody. So they're going to continue that trend. And they're going to win by more than 7 points. And that's my do or die.
Which one?
The Ravens -7.
The Ravens. Okay. Just making sure I didn't one there.
Yeah, 4.
And Ryan, you already went.
Yep, Chargers -3.5 is my do or die.
Okay. Well, good luck with those. If you tail, good luck to you. If you fade us, fuck it. Who really knows what's happening? It's week 1. Again, be sure if you want to play some bets, check out BetUS. 200% first-time user login bonus if you use cryptocurrency, and 125 bonus if you use USD. So go and check that out. The affiliate link will be in the description. If you use our link, helps us out a lot too. Please hit the subscribe. We're almost to 1,000 again. Ryan and I will do fucking sour cream in the coffee to celebrate, because we talked about that in the college podcast. And again, if you want to check out the college football podcast, week 2 preview and week 1 recap, check that out. Just go to our channel. It'll be the next most recent video uploaded. Any closing comments, guys?
It's ready for a full weekend of football.
Yes, sir.
Mitch Trubisky for Heisman.
All right. Bear the fuck down, and good luck, everyone. Hope to see you next week. And thanks for watching. Peace.
Peace.